friend. I haven't talked to you in so long. Technically, last month I wrote you. I did write you, but I haven't seen your face and you haven't seen mine since June, and it is now August 31st. I redid some of my twists. I need to redo a few more because I'm trying to hold on to this style for a couple more weeks. But let's see. Truthfully, the last maybe week or two I've been in the mood once again. But when I was just thinking about like how this month has been, August has really been a good month. I've had more good days than I realized. My birthday was 2 days ago, August 29th. And I was not in the mood, so I didn't have any plans. I truthfully didn't want to do anything. I did end up with my family. We went to this place where they have like bowling, arcade games, so we did that. We ate. Literally just 2 days ago, I was not in the mood. Not in a good mood, I should say. But today, I had my first like interview and it went very well. So there looks like there will be work in my future. I'm excited about that, and that was literally just today. I had a meeting today at 7 in the morning. But let's go back to the beginning of this month. I was still recovering from getting my wisdom teeth removed, and actually now I can eat again, but like my lip, I still can't feel my lip, and it's been long enough. We went to the state fair, and this was my first time at the state fair. It was fun. We got to eat lots of different things, which is really our whole reason for going, because we love to eat. We saw like the different animals. I got on some rides with Kenny. Also this month, I finally got to go see my friend Brittany sing again. Whenever I come home, I love to see her sing. Like, I just be so proud and so happy. That definitely made my month of August better overall. Me and Sid took Kennedy and two of Sydney's cousins, we'll call them cousins, to the Kids Pop concert. And baby, let me tell you, it was so hot. All of us were drenched. But it definitely drained me, okay? Because never have I ever been in charge of 3 kids at the same time, like for a whole day outside in the heat. Please. For my sister's birthday, which was on August 24th, we basically did like a copycat of the Noodle House, and it actually turned out really good. Sydney invited me to a luncheon, so we had to wear these hats, and it looked so cute and sophisticated and fancy. And also I was able to spend a lot of time with Sid because her parents was out the country, and so she finally had time for me, okay? I was holding on to it for as long as I could. So we was outside. We also went skating with our other friends, and that was actually really fun. I haven't been skating in a long time, and I also was very happy to see my friends. Now I did 2 twists, and if I'm being real with myself, that's probably gonna be it, because I'm gonna throw this in the bun. I'm gonna throw this in the bun, do my little baby hairs, and we good. This month overall has been a good month, but there has been many nights, I would say, because it's usually at nighttime, many nights where I really get in my head and I just haven't been in the most positive space, I could say. I'm definitely about to go on a fast starting next week. I've talked about me doing cleanses before. I mentioned it last month because I was doing one, but this time I'm doing a fast. So cleansing, that's strictly like with your diet, what you put in your body to remove all the toxins and things like that. A fast, reason it separates because when you're fasting, you're also focused on your relationship with God and putting him above what you would be spending your time doing. That is the adventure for September. For a second there, I thought things was going downhill and that I was about to get back in a little space, but I'm trying to stay positive and I'm trying to stay grateful. I'm ready for I don't know what's next, child. We'll see. Hello. It is September 30th. Can't believe it. Honestly, today has been a really good day. Right now, I'm currently getting ready to go to a surprise birthday party for Yanni. I'm actually excited about this update because it's been a good month. Not everything has gone as planned, and that's, you know, always to be expected. I'm really acting like I know what I'm doing. Today, my mom officially ran her 40th marathon, and I got to go with her. Now she's in her final 10 races before she achieves her goal 50 by 50, and I'm gonna be at almost all of them, so I'm definitely looking forward to that. But we did that this morning. Last month I did mention that I was gonna go on a fast, and I did 21 days of fasting this month. Honestly, it was a different experience, I will say, because I've realized that my relationship with God on an intimate level has been kind of hard, because I've grown up in the church, so I've grown up, you know, studying the Bible. But when it comes to just having a personal relationship with God, I always struggle, because I tend to do things like an assignment, like I have to. During the fast, it was like I was trying to keep from it turning into that sort of feel like I have to do it, I have to get it done. But I mean, that's kind of just my nature, so it was hard to avoid that. I did definitely take a few things away from the past. For one, I realized there's a lot of things that I'm holding on to that I need to let go of. For example, like I definitely think I've been angry about different things that people have done, or just angry with people in general, and I didn't realize it. That became a big thing during the fast, of just, you know, praying that God will help me let go of those things. And also let go of the need to be in control so much. Like, since being home, things just haven't been going like I thought they were gonna go. And every time that I'm like feeling defeated or overwhelmed, then, you know, something happens that's just like, see, you know, God is working it out. It's gonna work out. Just because it's not happening on your timeline or how you planned it out, because I definitely planned everything out, that it'll be okay, and that I just need to trust him and truly depend on him. I think the fast helped me to see that. And now that I'm finished with the fast, now I'm working on putting it all into practice, because like I said, during the fast I was struggling with it feeling more like an assignment, like homework. I did consider extending the fast, but then I was like, no, because I want to learn how to hear God and know that I'm hearing God at any point in life, whether I'm doing a fast or whether I'm just brushing my teeth. Like, I just want to know that and be confident that, like, no, that's God that you're hearing, be able to move accordingly. Also recognizing that I need to step out of my comfort zone. I do want to continue on this journey, so if fasting is a part of that, then so be it. So this month, very exciting, I got my first assignments for work. It's really cool to be like interpreting. Like I'm an interpreter. Like, I don't know why. Even when I was in Puerto Rico, I was doing some paid work with interpreting, but now it's like, no, that's you're a full-time interpreter. You don't have full-time hours yet, but you're getting there. And it's like, I'm an interpreter. Like, that's crazy to me. And it's so nice working from home, because child, I would finish my assignment, say bye, enjoy the rest of your day, and then I'd be in the bed. Like, no driving, no stress or anxiety from being on the road or having to get to this place and then back to this place. No, I'm in the comfort of my home. I log in, log out, that's it. It's wonderful. It's just, I love it. One thing that happened this month though, I was supposed to be taking the TEP, which is the first test that I need to get licensed in Missouri so that I can work in Missouri. My mom and me, we went down to Jeff City for me to take the test, and then I get there and they're like, what are you doing here? And something happened with the state. They didn't have what they needed to administer the test, so I had to reschedule, and that's just delaying the process for me to get licensed. But you know, I'm trying to, again, not be so focused on my timeline and just trust God's plan. I'm just going to look at it as more time to study, more time to prepare, and just go from there. That's pretty much all I have for this month. I'm super grateful about the things that I've learned and the ways that I've grown in just this month alone. I'm just gonna keep taking it a day at a time, focus on what's right in front of me, and just keep trusting God. Ooh, child. October. I don't really even know what to say about you. Hey friend, what do you think of my finger coils? In terms of the things that I've done this month, it's been very much low-key, very chill. One of the few times that I went out for my friend's birthday. So I spent the weekend with her, and I've been cooking a few things here and there. I've also been baking. I baked a carrot cake for my aunt, and then a butter cake for my mom for their birthdays. We had a bonfire at the house. Me and my mom went to Detroit for another marathon. Well, she ran the marathon and I went as support. And we got to see her dad, which is my grandfather, who I haven't seen since I was little. That was a really good trip. I also went to a masquerade ball, which was for my church. Went to Ken's last soccer game. Yeah, that's in terms of things that I've been doing. I do want to touch on, you know, just how I've been feeling throughout this month. And the best way I know how to do that is in categories. So that's what I'm gonna do. Let's bring this in. Yeah, let's get a little more personal. Physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and I give a little bit of financially, not too much. Okay, physically, this month I've been very tired. I don't know. I think since I've been home since June, it's like it's a huge bear on my back, and I just can sleep all the time. And it's just so hard for me to get up in the mornings. I'm really trying to get out of that funk because I want to be more productive with my time, but at the same time I want to take advantage of having so much free time to be able to sleep. Like, I don't know, I think my REM cycle is all over the place because I'm like, there's no reason for me to be this tired. And me and my mom, I actually joined her for a couple runs, not very long. Like, I think the longest I did with her was 3 miles so far, and she's like, she thinks I can do 5, but we haven't done that yet. All right, back up. Okay, I thought I wanted to be close and personal, but that was a little too close. Okay, mentally I've been drained. Again, don't really know why, because technically there's not a lot of things on my plate, but at the same time there's so much going on in my head, just trying to figure out, okay, what is it that I'm supposed to be doing? My mind, my brain is just in a constant, it's just on go, and that's tiring, you know. Emotionally also this month I just feel a little like all over the place, because in 1 second I can be super grateful about life, just grateful regardless of my circumstances, and then in the same breath I just feel so down and a little bit sad. It's kind of been the pattern, I guess, throughout the entirety of this month, just a constant up and down. One thing I do think is I need to get out of the house. I've just been in my head, in my thoughts, and that's not always a terrible thing, but sometimes it can lead to negative spaces. And so I know that's one thing I do need to work on, is just getting out the house. But it's all tied together, because it's like I'm so tired, I don't want to go anywhere, but because I'm not going anywhere and I'm just staying in the house all the time, then I'm just really down, and then I really don't want to go anywhere. Just this week, I guess, I've been starting to be more on the positive high end of it, but I want to get to a space where I don't hit those lows so quickly and so hard, because that is not a fun place to be. So I need to really get to the root of why that's happening. Yeah, I need to work on that. Spiritually, last month was my fast, and I was feeling inspired and feeling like, okay, my relationship with God is moving in the right direction. I'm excited to be able to experience him in a more intimate way. And the reality is it still hasn't happened the way that I wanted to. I know it's not just going to be an instant thing and it's going to take work, but I just have this constant thought in the back of my head, like, am I doing something wrong? Am I praying wrong? Am I studying wrong? What am I doing? I know that it's going to be a continuous journey throughout life. As long as, you know, I don't get complacent and continue having a desire to truly know him and who he is and his will, all those things. As long as that is where my intentions are, I know that he will lead me in the right direction. So I just have to keep trusting and all of that good stuff. The last category, I guess, is financially. Ooh, child. I mean, I have started work. Oh, well, I should be, you know, more positive. Today was my first payday for work that I've been doing for the agency that I mentioned last month. And that's very exciting because ever since I've been home since June, all that money I had stacked up has just been going down. And I haven't really been spending money on really anything, but when you don't have any income coming in, you know, that it can drop pretty fast. So that's kind of had me on edge, and I'm trying so hard not to let it have me on edge, because I know that even if my bank account isn't where I'm used to it being, really I'm still doing okay. And so that's really something that I should not allow to take up a lot of my mental space. I guess I would just leave it at, I allow myself to worry more than I should. Being responsible, not being, you know, frivolous with how I spend my money. I just need to take deep breaths and remind myself that God is in control. With him being in control, that also includes finances, so I don't need to worry. How it's already November 30th, I do not know. This month has flown by, so here we are. This month has been, I would say, pretty good, other than the fact that I've been a little sick for the past couple days, so that of course is not fun. But other than that, I can confidently say that I've been in a good space. So off the top, I am thankful for that. I did finally get out of the house and was able to see some friends again, and that's always like a great emotional boost, I guess. For Thanksgiving, me and my family went to Florida, one to see my uncle, but also my mom had another marathon there, and that was really nice because I was thinking, like, all my family, like immediate family, so my mom, dad, me, Ashley, Kennedy, we have not been together like that in a long time. Of course, even since I've been back, maybe I'm with my mom and my dad, or maybe my mom, Ashley, and Kennedy, and me, but all of us together like that, it's been a while. It was really nice just to be able to be together like that. I've also been working more frequently, still not full-time hours, but definitely on a more consistent basis. And I got hired to contract with 2 more agencies, so that just means I will have more opportunities to get more hours as well. Also, I got into a program specifically for interpreters and improving your skill and confidence, which is super exciting because I just know they have a lot of things like this for interpreters, but the spots are limited. And just the simple fact that they saw my application and accepted me, so grateful. But then just thinking about where it's gonna lead me, I'm so excited. One thing I did want to talk about though before going into the last month of the year is this morning I was looking at my journal. I just had this thought, like, did I end up ever writing at the end of my time in Puerto Rico? Like, what was the last thing I wrote? And when I looked back, I actually wrote the last day that I was in Puerto Rico, which was June 6, 2023. It's actually a good summary or explanation of where I am right now. I just want to read a little bit from it. I said my final goodbyes to basically everyone and truly will miss having these relationships, but there's nothing like being home for me. I'm glad that I listened to God and not the pressure I put on myself to please people by coming back for a 3rd year. I'm grateful that he's given me peace through all of this and that he's made it very clear that it's my time. This hasn't been an easy journey, and I think he had the director of the school asked if I commit to 3 years to see if I was really ready and willing to serve him fully despite any hardships. And the same way he made it clear that it wasn't my time to leave when I was having thoughts last year, he made it clear to me that all is well now. I pray that my relationship with him will continue to grow on a deeper level, and I will never forget how I've heard his voice these last 2 years, and will always crave that sort of experience with him no matter where I am in life. The only thing I'm thinking now is, God, I thank you. After my first year, I was having thoughts of leaving, but I heard very clearly from God that it was not time for me to go. And so I went back, and that was the first time in life that I had to truly depend on him with that sort of intensity. That got me through the second year. I heard him very clearly again, like a covering of peace. It was so thick that it really what got me through. Now that I've been back home, I realized after reading that, that's why I'm craving this sort of deeper relationship with him. I had those moments where I had that experience with him on such a deep level, but just in everyday life I don't have those experiences, and I don't necessarily always trust or have confidence if what I'm hearing is from him. Now I'm not necessarily experiencing any hardships to that extreme, but I want to experience him on that same level. It is New Year's Eve. Wow, December 31st. It's truly been one of my top favorite months this year, which is not common because December can sometimes be rough, especially towards the back end. And so to start, I'm just super grateful for this almost like full circle transformation. You know, God showed me at the end of last year that even if things aren't perfect, I have, you know, those doubts or fears or worries, they can get better, and they do get better. And sometimes, you know, it's not even just the circumstances that get better, it's literally just giving everything over to him. But I did a lot of traveling this month. My mom had a race in Michigan and then one in Dallas, so now she's at 45, which puts her 5 away from 50. Then I went to Arizona and saw Daryl for a few days, and we had so much fun. He took me to my first NBA game, and of course, you know, we were eating any and everything. Then I went back to Dallas for Nala and Shakira's birthday, and we had so much fun there as well. Then fast forward, I had a great Christmas, seeing family and just being able to spend time with friends. I am so excited and proud of myself to be able to say that this year, 2023, I read 40 books. 40 books. That's definitely a huge accomplishment for me this year. Personally, one of my greatest accomplishments, just because how long I've been trying to get back into reading, and then to finally get into it and to complete 40 books, like, that's really amazing to me. And I'm looking forward to growth in the new year in all areas of life, from career to continuing to read regularly, bettering my relationships, growing more with God, just all the things. I honestly just have to thank God as I look back over the year and really recognize how he truly was, is, and will be with me along the way through every up and down. And I'm grateful that I'm learning how to find peace in that truth. He's definitely used 2023 to help nudge me to start being proactive and preparing for wherever he's taking me. But 2024, I think he's gonna move past the nudging and really make clear for me his purposes. He's equipped me to do the work, and I know whatever his plans are for me, that his plans are to prosper me and not to harm me, and to give me hope and a future. And so I just want to make sure I'm ready to give him my yes at all times, however it may look, in whatever season. Happy New Year. I'm proud of you, and I love you. Yay, bye. Happy New Year.